Yo, and hello, everybody. Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Monday to everybody. I cannot believe 2 weeks from today is Christmas. It's like, oh my gosh, the year's going to be over before we know it. I've got some cool videos planned between now and the end of the year. Last night, huge Cowboys victory over the Eagles. Pretty much dominated them start to finish, and that's what we want to see. So that was good. The last of the football season is going to be just phenomenal watching that. Then you got the college football playoffs. Like, there's still a lot more cool stuff to happen in the football season, and then we get ready for baseball again. So it never ends. It's just, as the seasons change, so do the sports seasons, and off we go. Okay, I have a bunch of cards that I'm going to show off, just low-hanging fruit that I have been able to pick off. And I'll do my best to tell you guys prices, but the reality is I'm now finding stuff. I'm finding cheap slabs for cheap prices. That's basically what it comes down to, and I'm kind of picking them off, and it's been a fun time. Everybody thinks you have to have, well, not everybody. Some people think that only expensive cards, highly valuable cards, are what make a collection great, and I disagree. My whole point of my collection is to build a very broad collection of so many different things, so many different Hall of Famer cards. You're going to see that today, the kind of stuff that I like to collect. And I'd rather pay nothing. I'd rather pay $5 for each. So I don't care. And so I just want to build a well-rounded collection for me for baseball Hall of Famers. That's basically what I'm doing. So let me flip this around. I'll show you some stuff. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. First off, we got a new Hall of Famer, Jim Leyland. Congrats to him. I did not have any Jim Leyland autographs in my collection, so I went on eBay the night he got announced and, yeah, bought a couple. I bought this 89 Topps. This now gives me 258 out of the 343 people that have been elected into the Hall of Fame. It's a little over 75%. Basically, of that, 47 of them are pretty much unobtainable. You'll never get them. They're either way too rare, way too expensive, etc. So I'm doing well in the Hall of Famer world. I've got, again, this is number 258. So I got an 89, and I also got an 88 Topps. These were cheap, 15, 20 bucks a piece. Jim Leyland was always a good TTM guy, so there's a lot of these out there. They are not rare, but I did not have them, and I'll be getting some more as time goes on, but that's those. Next up are a bunch of slabs. First one here is for my Nolan Ryan run. I'm just doing this, when I see them and they're cheap, I'll pick them up. Here's the 88 Fleer. I did not have that. The base card, that was, let me see if I can pull it up quick. $10.50 for a 9. So, yep, I'll do that. I got everybody's favorite Hall of Famer. I think between Harold Baines, Jack Morris gets a lot of crap for being on. I actually think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but that's just me. And I got this for, let's see, 15 bucks, all in, taxes, shipping, everything. That's the prices I always quote. It's only a 7, but I look at it as 7's a near mint card. Like, that's what you expect out of the pack, is near mint. For people to, especially in the 80s, if you expect mint, gem mint, forget about it. You're just lucky. Here's another near mint 7, 83 Topps. Stolen base leaders. This is one of those that when I was a kid, Ricky Henderson and Tim Raines were always the stolen base leaders. This was $10.83, all in. So again, cheapy. Speaking of Ricky, here's his 84 Topps A's batting leaders, A's leaders, basically. Him and Tim Conroy, highly known Tim Conroy. This is also a 7. I'll show you that I just don't really care. This was $3.34. So yeah, I'll take a 7 for that. Even lower grade, 84 Topps highlights. You got Nolan Ryan, Steve Carlton, Gaylord Perry. All of them surpass Walter Johnson. This is in a 6. And again, I bought it because it was cheap. This was $9.58. And again, I just want an example of the card, and especially on the leaders cards and, you know, highlight cards, stuff like this. I just want the card slabbed, you know. Would I rather have a 9? Sure. If a 9 was $9.58, I'd buy that too. Speaking of 9s, here's another Tom Seaver. This is 84 base in a 9. This one was a little more expensive. It was $28. So see, I could probably buy a 7 for, I just don't, these, you buy them when you see them. This was actually an auction, and I think I got a little carried away. And all in was $28. The hammer price was $21, but taxes, shipping, all that. Turn a $21 card into a $28 card. I got on a little kick with Kellogg's. I was just looking for Kellogg's Hall of Famers just because I love Kellogg's cards, and there's a bunch of years I don't have any in my collection. I wanted to have a Hall of Famer from each year just so I could have an example of the different Kellogg's cards, mainly just because I like them. So I found this Steve Carlton in a 4 from 78. No, this is 79, sorry, 79. This was $8.93. Again, low-hanging fruit for me. I bought another Steve Carlton. I bought a 79 in a 5. Really, with the you know, as long as it's not cracked on the surface, the condition almost doesn't really matter. As long as it's, you know, got the little 3D action going there. This one was $11.37. So then I got some more leaders cards, kind of started going back. These are finally getting cheap again. They had gotten pretty expensive. I guess in a low grade like this, it doesn't matter. But 71 Seaver on the strikeout, or no, this is ERA leaders, sorry. This was $7.56. I got another 71. I got the batting leaders, and it's got Carl Yastrzemski, Tony Oliva. This was $5.76. It's only in a 3, but again, it's a leader's card. I just don't get too hung up on the grades. I just want the card. There's another 3, 66 Topps ERA leaders. It's got Koufax, Marichal on it. This was another pretty cheapy. This was $11.50. And then my final leaders, see, lots of leaders cards. Low hanging, these are just holes to fill, right? AL strikeout leaders, this has Jim Bunning on it from 64. And this cost, let's see if I can find it, $9.50. So yeah, I'm just kind of picking these off as I see them. Love just adding, you know, it's like, yeah, all those for pretty cheap, probably under $150, but way less than that probably, actually. Need to add them all up. But lots of great things for my collection, and just keep building it, man, just every little bit. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and keep collecting.